friends, I welcome you all for the next lecture of Infrastructure Engineering and Construction Techniques. In last lecture, we have a focus on the main components of permanent way, that is sleepers and ballast. Now, we will have a focus on the various types of track fittings and fastenings that are generally used in Indian railways. So basically, the purpose of track fittings and fastenings is to hold the rails in their proper position in order to ensure the smooth running of trains. As all of you know that in permanent way, the rails are fitted on the sleepers and sleepers are resting on the ballast. So to fit the rails to the sleepers, certain types of nut and bolts are used, and these nut and bolts are called as track fittings and fastenings. So these track fittings and fastenings are used for joining rails together as well as fixing them to the sleepers. The purpose of the level alignment and gauge of the track are maintained within permissible limits even during the passage of trains. As all of you know that gauge is nothing but the center to center distance between two rail sections. So by using these track fittings and fastenings, the gauge of the rail is maintained at correct level. There are n number of fastenings are available. From these, the important fittings are: first one is the face plates, second one is the spike. Spikes are of different types. It may be dog spike, screw spike, round spike, standard spike or elastic spike. Next important fitting is the bolts. Bolts are of different types. First one is the dog or hook bolt, second one is the fish bolt, third one is the rag bolt, fourth one is the fang out nut and bolt. Fourth type of fitting is chairs. Chairs may be of cast steel or mild steel and cast iron slide chairs. Next is the blocks. Blocks may be hill blocks, distance blocks, crossing blocks and check blocks. Next type of fitting is keys. Keys may be wooden key for cast iron chair, mild steel key, that is MS key, and third type is the quarter and tie bar. And last type of important fitting is the plates. Plates may be bearing plates or saddle plates. So we will discuss all these fittings one by one. So we'll start with the fish plates. So before proceeding to the fish plate, there are certain ideal requirements of fastening. So as we have to fix the rails to the sleepers, so the first and primemost requirement of ideal fastening is it should be capable of absorbing shocks and vibrations. As heavy loads are moving on the rails, so fastening should absorb the shocks and vibrations of the moving train. The fastening should be capable of resisting creep. It should be durable and non-corrosive. It is easy to fix and to adjust. It consists of small number of components. It should possess adequate strength to resist lateral forces, and it should not be too rigid. So this is the first type of fitting, that is fish plate. So here we can see these are the two rail sections, and these two rail sections are joined by this fish plate and bolt. So this is called as a fish plate. This is a fish bolt, and in between the two rail sections are joined by a joint. So to join the two rail sections with each other, fish plates are used. Here this first figure shows this is a flat footed type of rail section, and this is a fish plate. Here we can see the fish bowls. So the requirement of fish plates are, they must support the underside of rail and top of the foot. So here the photo shows the two rail sections are joined with each other by this fish plate. So from this photo we can say that this fish plate is supporting the rail top and foot here. The fish plate should allow the movement of rails for expansion and contraction. For this, they should not touch the wave of the rail. So here in this diagram we can see this fish plate is away from this wave of the rail. Next requirement of fish plate is, they should bear stresses due to lateral bending moments. So whatever stresses that are developed by the heavy moving load, they should be resisted by the fish plates. They hold ends of rail both laterally in line and vertically in level, and they should not wear due to impact of heavy moving load. So these are the requirements of fish plates. Here we can see the various photos in which the fish plates are used for joining two rail sections. Here we can see this is one rail section which is joined by a fish plate. Here also we can see the two rail sections are joined with each other by this fish plate. Here also we can see this is a joint, and these two rails are joined by this fish plate. Next important type of fitting is the spikes. So spikes are used to hold rails to wooden sleepers, and rail spike is a large nail with an offset head that is used to secure rails and base plates to sleepers. So here in photo we can see this is a large nail with an offset head. This is a offset head. This is a offset head for this large nail, and these large nails are used to secure rails and base plates to the sleepers. The figure shows dock spike. Here the shape of this spike is like a ear of the dog. Here we can see this head of the spike is like a ear of a dog, therefore it is called as a dog spike. And here we can see this is a rail section and it is resting on the slipper. So this rail section and slipper is held by this dog spike. This is the second type, that is screw spike, which is as shown in figure. Here we can see the rail section. This is a rail section which is holded in position by this key, and this is a chair. So chairs and keys are used for double-headed and bull-headed rails to support them in position. So here we can see this is a chair, this is a chair, this is a chair. Chairs are fixed to sleepers using 3 spikes. and keys may be of wood or metal and may be either straight. Next important type of fitting is the bearing plates. So bearing plates are rectangular plates. It may be of mild steel or cast iron. It is used below flat-footed rails to distribute the load on a larger area of timber sleepers. So here we can see this is a bearing plate of rectangular shape. Here this is a rail section, this is a sleeper. So this rail section and sleeper is joined by using this bearing plate. In this figure we can see this is a base plate, this is a rail section, and here we can see dock spike is used for holding the rails to the sleepers. So this is about the various types of fittings and fastenings that are generally used in Indian Railways nowadays. So with this we will stop here and continue in the next lecture. Thank you.